Morning. Hi, this is Travis from National Weather Service, and this is your weather hazard briefing for Friday, April 10th. The nice weather that we've had will continue a little bit today. Will be a little bit cooler than yesterday as some cloud cover will come in and the high pressure will weaken, but we will still be warmer than normal. Get 4 to 8 degrees above normal, and then we will continue to see some slight snow melt. I'll show you those areas. It's mainly on the edge of the mountains, like Wasatch Front, and then also north of Soda and the Wayan, Blackfoot River area, as well as some other areas on the edge of Ashton and such. But I'll show you those. I'll show you a map here in a minute. And then we also, the main impact is going to be a strong cold front that's going to move Saturday night into Sunday. We'll see some light snow showers ahead of that today, particularly in the Eastern Highlands, and then that'll extend more Saturday into not only the Eastern Highlands, Southeast Highlands, as well as the Central Mountains. It'll be mostly mountain snow, 6,500 feet, around 1 to 2 inches for the Central Mountains, Lemhi Range, and then 1 to 4 inches for the big holes, Eastern Highlands, Island Park, and then East Highlands, about 1 to 2, Wasatch area also included there. The bigger impact is going to be the winds Saturday afternoon into Sunday. We'll see some blowing and blowing dust, reduced visibilities, as well as going to create some boating hazards, choppy conditions, particularly on the American Falls Reservoir. And then more significantly on Sunday, we're going to see a good 20 to 30 degree drop over what we saw yesterday and today for Easter Day on Sunday. And then it'll be quite breezy, and we'll have some wind chill as well, particularly in our northern areas near Monada Pass and such. But will be elsewhere, but not as low. I'll show you those amounts also. And then we remain in northerly flow. We'll warm up a little bit Monday and Tuesday, but we'll more significantly warm up Wednesday, Thursday, and I'll show you those temperatures in a second as we kind of drift out of that northerly flow. But we'll have a couple weak waves moving in Monday and Tuesday, but just mainly in the Island Park area, just some really light snow showers, no big impacts. Looking at the current satellite imagery, we do have a low over Nevada. We have a little bit of light showers currently this morning, very, very light, over our southern areas near the Utah line. More significantly, we're just going to see this trough here move through. We'll see, again, as it moves through, we'll see some showers, mainly across the Eastern Highlands. And then we'll have some colder temperature drop down and another trough up in Canada where you can't quite see. This models are depicting this to drop down Saturday night into Sunday, and that cold front will spread across the entire area. So just to recap what I just said, we'll be breezy today, mainly in the Snake Plain and Eastern Magic Valley. Elsewhere is particularly gaps and gap areas, but we will have some slight snow showers, rain snow showers, snow levels 7,000 feet. No real impacts here, just very light overall in our eastern and southern areas, southeast areas. The more significant weather is on Saturday, mainly just the real windy conditions across the Snake Plain, Magic Valley, and the South Hills, Oakley, Rockland, Malta area. We do have a wind advisory out in these areas, and then we are going to just see some slight chance of rain and snow showers over the rest of the area. I'm not looking to really get in the valleys too much. Maybe a little bit Saturday night into Sunday might have a trace of valley snow as that cold air filters in Saturday night and this early Sunday morning. Looking at the Eastern Highlands again, we're see 1 to 4 inches, mainly the big holes, and then in the Island Park area. But the mountains will get in more in that 4-inch range, particularly along the Wyoming border. And then we're seeing 1 to 2 inches for these other areas here, Sawtooth and South Lemhi County. South Lemhi County is more in the 2, and the 1 inch is probably the more Sawtooth. We will dry out, it looks like, right now for Sunday. If not, we would see, valley snow elsewhere. But it looks like it's all going to kind of taper out, maybe with the exception of the Eastern Highlands, but it's going to be very light. But we'll just be breezy, that northerly flow. It'll be quite chilly. The wind chill will be an issue, particularly for the northern areas by Monada and maybe down to Du Bois. We will, like I said, have that weak wave on Monday, slight chance of snow showers. It looks like actually the models are trying to show it as well for the Eastern Highlands on Tuesday as well, but really not going to see much accumulation of anything, just mainly cloudy conditions. And so I'll just start with the temperatures today. Still above normal, 4 to 8 degrees above normal. And then this afternoon, we are going to get a little breezy across the Snake River Plain. And then our high temperatures today will create some snow melt. Have that header wrong here. We'll see some snow melt around 0.25 to 0.75 in these darker red areas, maybe up to an inch. Again, that weigh-in area. And then around the pebble areas, we are going to see some snow, and then also the Wasatch snow melt. And then you'll see a little bit, you can see in the Victor Driggs area, and to a lesser degree in the Ashton area. But you can see as you go up to the Lone Pine area up in here, you do get into some snow melt, continue half an inch, maybe slightly more. Mainly, it's just going to create maybe some areas of slight ponding, and then the bank full small streams. That'll be the bigger impact. There might be a little bit of back road issues, but it looks like it will not be that bad on the snow melt. It was a little bit stronger yesterday. Our high temperatures for tomorrow, Saturday, you see they drop a little bit over what they're going to be today, around normal. And as you go, the big impact for Saturday is going to be the wind advisories, just strong gusts of 40 to 50 miles an hour across these areas. Here's for the afternoon, and then for the early evening, maybe up to midnight. We are going to see some blowing dust with those areas, mainly in these areas of red. We may see a little bit of areas north of Roberts as well, but it looks like there might be some precip, light precip that would hold some of that dust off. But this one's kind of up in the air. Could see some blowing dust and reduced visibilities here. It's kind of a prone area. But elsewhere in these areas in red is where you're probably going to see the blowing dust and reduced visibilities. And then as far as we do have look for issues on the American Falls Reservoir for choppy waves and create hazardous boating conditions. And then our low temperatures Sunday morning, you see drops. The cold air filters in over the Montana Divide Saturday evening, so you can see that it already brings below freezing across the whole area. And then the snowfall amounts for the whole time for today through Sunday. Here they are. Again, that 1 to 2 inches, 1 Stanley, 2 inches at Lemhi, 1 to 4 across the Eastern Highlands, with 1 to the 2 inch range more over on the Wyoming border, maybe even up to 4 up here in Island Park, and particularly down by the big holes. And then again in that 1 to 2 inches, we go to the Southeast Highlands and Wasatch. Winds will be gusty as well on Sunday, but not as bad. But it will be a northerly flow that will create those wind chills, particularly early on in this Monada Pass area. But you can see it will be, at least early on, it'll be quite breezy on the northerly flow. And here's the wind chills Sunday, 15 in the lower Snake Plain, and then low single digits, and then negatives as you go to Monada Pass. And then on Sunday, you can see the high temperatures aren't going to be very high, in the low 40s. And so with that northerly breeze, that'll make it even feel a lot worse. And then as we go into Monday morning, even lower temperatures than Sunday morning, into the hard freeze category for most of the area. And then as you go into Monday, we're still in the 40s, maybe starting to hit 50s a little bit. Particularly near Burley. And then Tuesday it does warm up just slightly, but not much. And then you start to see a more significant warm up on Wednesday and Thursday. And those will be clear and dry conditions for the most part on those days. As a quick summary, we're going to have a continued nice warmer weather day, but we'll see some clouds start to move in, not be as warm as yesterday. We'll have a continued slight snow melt, and we'll have some ponding and bank full streams across the areas that I've mentioned earlier, where you still have some remaining snow on the ground. And then you have the strong cold front Saturday night into Sunday. The bigger impact that you are going to see some light rain and snow showers, 6,500, 7,000 feet. Snow levels will drop to the floor, but most of the precip will be over Saturday evening when they do that. But the bigger impact, again, is the wind. A good gust of 40, 50 miles an hour without hazardous lake conditions, choppy conditions, as well as reduced visibilities from blowing dust, and then a good 20 to 30 degree drop on temperatures over what we're seeing now on Easter, so it'll be quite cool. And then we have just gradual clearing as we go into early next week, but we'll have a lingering wave or two over the Eastern Highlands Very little snow, if any. Just gradual warming as we go into Wednesday, Thursday. Back to near normal. So that concludes the brief. If you have any questions, give us a call here at this number. Thank you.